So now to a new and big development that NBC has learned about. It's tied to the humanitarian crisis in Darfur. Ann has been covering this story for a long time and is here with what we know. Ann?
All right, thanks a lot, Matt. Well, we can report that on Monday from numerous sources that the prosecutor of the International Criminal Court will request a warrant to arrest the president of Sudan on charges of genocide and crimes against humanity in Sudan's Darfur region in the heart of Africa. An estimated 2.5 million people have died or been forced from their homes in Darfur since 2003. Village after village burned to the ground. In an interview last year, Sudan's President Omar al-Bashir denied any responsibility.
Mr. President, I have this map from the U.S. Department of State that shows more than 1,000 villages in the Darfur region. More than 1,000 burned. I have been to burned villages. It is clear that not just the rebels have been attacked, but civilians, old people, women, children.
Who attacked them? How are you so sure it was the government that burned those villages? This is propaganda.
But now this same man, the country's Arab president, faces a requested indictment on Monday for a war of genocide on black African tribes in Darfur. Several months ago, in an interview with NBC News, the International Criminal Court prosecutor suggested that Bashir was not above scrutiny. Are you investigating the president, Omar Bashir?
I will investigate the crimes. My limit is to prove the case.
No matter how high it goes.
It's my duty. It is my duty to do justice in Darfur, and I will do it.
Now Bashir is to be directly linked to crimes against humanity, with the attacks on villages, with killings, systematic rapes, and mass raids. During our visit to the edge of Darfur 2 years ago, we spoke with these black African tribeswomen who described how they were raped by Arab militiamen known as Janjaweed. In their song of grief, they blame President Bashir. Bashir will not be the only Sudanese official to have been targeted by the criminal court prosecutor. Last year, 2 others were named in Darfur war crime charges. One of them was Ahmed Haroun, who Bashir has since named his Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. President Bashir has continually refuted assertions that his government is involved in ethnic cleansing in Darfur.
There is no ethnic cleansing, and anyone who has visited Darfur has confirmed that there is no ethnic cleansing nor mass genocide.
But if the court agrees to indict President Bashir, and it is expected to, he would become the world's first sitting head of state to face charges of genocide. This is an embarrassment for Sudan and its supporters, principally China, Matt and Mary.
Practically speaking, though, if this International Criminal Court does bring down this indictment, can they go into Sudan and actually arrest him?
Exactly. Very good question. No, in fact, they cannot. So unless President Bashir, if in fact he is indicted, agrees to face these charges, and he has told me that he would face these charges. Unless he agrees to face these charges, then practically it means that he could not leave Sudan without fear of being arrested for prosecution.
He'd be a prisoner in his own country.
All right, Ann, thank you very much.